Alrighty. Hey Silard, how you doing, buddy? I'm just gonna make this video for you so you can see what I've been up to with my friends and what we're trying to do, and hope you enjoy it. We live in an average suburban house at the moment. We're not on land yet, on a bigger piece of land, but we're on land already. But this is just an example of what happens if a few people get together with the commitment to become self-sustainable, and this is what is possible to achieve. If you look at all the food we have grown here, it is amazing. It's enough to feed 20 people on this small property land that we're on. So basically, if you want to survive the apocalypse, you must make a garden like this. Anyway, silard. This is kale. I'm sure you've probably seen this plant before. It's amazing. It's very, very high in iron and amino acids. It's very good. We got tons of this around the garden, as you can see. This is the sea of kale. This is the green curly kale, and this type is the red Russian one. I think that's what it's called, yeah. And this is the Tuscan kale, and we got all of that growing pretty much down there. And as you can see, we have fig tree here with some figs on it, and I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible so I can upload it on YouTube, because I think the last one didn't upload was because the file was too big. I think so. As you can see, we've put pots all along here, and we're growing tomatoes all down the aisleway. As you can see, we've got tomatoes coming along all through. And this is another garden bed we've erected. We've got capsicums all through this. As you can see, capsicums. We've got many different chilies. We've got amazing cabbages, very good in salads. These are some of my favourite stuff. Eggplants, we dehydrate them, marinate them with chili, salt and tamari sauce. You can do all sorts of things with the food that we produce. This is all just chard. We got tons of this. I'll show you around the corner. We got onions growing, and as you can see here is all the tomato plants that we have. Have a look. They're not all ready at the moment, but many green ones still. We have different varieties like Romas, and then cherry tomatoes. More cherry tomatoes at the back there. More kale and everything there. Everything that we grow in this garden is food based. So that means we can eat as much as we can from it. So we don't have to, rely on the shops anymore to give us the shit food that they do. Because there's no life in it. It's not raw, it's not filled with good quality fertilizers that we use in our soils, and we use a lot of lucent mulch because this releases hormones when you water it and it goes into the soil. It actually releases a lot of slow releasing nutrients into the plant for them to absorb. As you can see, what have we planted here? We've planted some garlic chives. These are amazing. I love those. Look at that beautiful cabbage. Isn't that great? Got more cabbages along here. More eggplants. More cabbage. More chilies. Got chili coming out of our ass. That would be hot. More tomatoes at the back. And more cabbages. And this is the end of this aisleway. Oh, this is one of my favourite types of tomatoes actually. This one's called Black Russian tomato. They come out very big and they're very sweet. They're a lot more sweeter than other tomatoes, and they turn a reddish kind of black colour. They're amazing. They're probably my favourite tomato since I ever first had it here. But as you can see, we got tomatoes everywhere, man. And zucchinis. We've picked probably like 100 zucchinis now out of this garden. We've given them away to our neighbours and to whoever wishes to have them, because this garden is a gift. It's not something that we own, because nature is free. It does not own anything. It is always giving out its breath of life and energy for free to man, to give us the gift of life to live. Just like the sun. It doesn't own its light, it gives it out to everything as a gift. And that's how we need to live too, so we can start living in a better world. We change the way we think and we change the world. It's simple as that. More Roma tomatoes, as you can see. These are probably some of the biggest chilies I've seen in the garden so far. I love these chilies. Oh, there we go, look at that. More eggplant. All this is herbs. Rocket, we use that in the salads a lot. As you can see, more capsicums, spinaches, chard, we use that in smoothies. We'll go around here, silard. This is the berry bush, this whole thing here. Very spiky but produces some fantastic berries. We've just ended the season of these. We've picked them about a month ago. We got about a good bucket of berries off this. These are our 2 little avocado trees. Avocados are one of my favourite type of fruits. I find them quite incredible. And as you can see, we've planted more herbs along here. Some parsley. We use this in our pestos and our salads. More rocket. And as you can see, more tomato plants I've planted at the back here. They extend all the way up there and they climb up the fucking tree, as you can see. And these are some other different types of chili plants that I've planted here. There's a bit of like a bush, and they produce these round chilies like this, and they're very hot. There's a fair few of these. This bed here that you can see has been dedicated to the growth of zucchinis. Been growing plenty and plenty of zucchinis in here, as you can see. We've picked probably, I don't know, at least 100 now. And if you're wondering what all these buckets are, silard, all these buckets here that we use, we fill them up with the tap water and we let them sit in the sun for at least 3 days, and that actually dechlorinates the water. So the sun extracts the chemicals out of it, and when we use it on the plants, it's not as harmful and it's actually a lot better. So you'll be seeing better quality, better results from your plant life if you start doing that, as we've noticed ourselves. I don't want to drop the phone in the bucket, that'd be pretty bad. This bed over here has been dedicated to all our chard, all our spinaches. We've got sunflowers growing too. Sunflowers are very good. You can pick the nuts from them, the seeds, and then eat those. That's a great source of fat that you can grow in the garden. Because mainly what we have at the moment is greens. We have a lot of greens, coriander, a lot of herbs, a lot of things growing. This bed was all dedicated to kale and Tuscan kale and herbs, but we've just taken all the kales out because they've just matured, fully matured, and they were just aphid infested by little bugs, and so we had to take them out. And as you can see, we've got more tomatoes along here. These gutters, all these things along here actually that you can see if you're looking, these are all gutters we built up on top of the garden bed. As you can see, there's 6 garden beds all the way down there. And basically what we're growing here is some cauliflowers. There's actually a couple that are ready. Where are they? Here we got cucumbers as well. We've had fucking tons of cucumbers, man. It's so amazing having fresh cucumber from the garden. Have a look at this. Look how nice that is. Isn't that beautiful, having a fresh cucumber? But yeah, basically this was dedicated to all our strawberries, but we've grew tomatoes here as well, and they've just totally taken over, as you can see. And we've had to deal with that. We've been having a few problems, as you can see, on the tomato leaves. A bit of disease happening, but that's okay. We're trying the best we can to treat it with some spray that we use, some Healthy Earth spray. It's not really a chemical based, it's more natural based, but it's doing something, but it's slowly seeing results. As you can see here, all these boxes here is where all our different soil is. In here we got humus, in here we got normal pot soil that we've had. Oh look, an apple from the tree. Isn't that beautiful? We can just go and pick all these things from the garden and eat them. This is all the sawdust I use for the compost bins. This is all our compost that we use to fertilize the beds. This is our compost too that we've made over the couple of months, and this is other pot compost. Sorry, pot soil. And basically, as you can see here on the top, what we've done here is run lots of different types of sticks from each bed to another bed, so all the climbers, such as the cucumbers that we've grown, can go to the different, can run along the top and, you know, travel where it wants to go, because they do grow quite prolifically and take up a lot of space. As you can see, we've got more cabbages in here. These are red cabbages. Oh, look at that, silard. We got a red fucking chili. I've been looking all in the garden for a red chili. I haven't found one yet. That's good. Perfect. Everything that you see is edible here. Everything that we're growing is edible. All this here is all little kales me and Hannah planted the other day. And see these gutters up here that I was talking about before? This is where we grow all our lettuces. This is where all our lettuce seedlings are. And all this here is our cauliflowers. I'll show you one cauliflower that's ready. Where is it? There's one cauliflower that's growing. Here we go. Oh, it's fucking fell over, the bastard. Can you see this, silard? Hold on. There we go, look at that. It's a cauliflower. Ha! Beautiful. We've got more onions growing, spring onions. This is all our frilly lettuce in the garden, in the gutters. More cucumbers, as you can see. Look, it's just amazing having this. It's like paradise. It really is. This is how we used to live, brother. We used to live in food forests like this. Earth was a garden. Everywhere there was food growing. Until one of our ancestors decided to create another world, which is the system that we live in, and it's been going on for 10,000 fucking years, I think, since Egypt. And man has forgotten nature and who we are and what we're a part of. All for this man's agenda, the grand architect. These are all chilies here. This is more cucumbers that we've been growing. They're fucking going crazy. Look at that. They're coming everywhere, man. We've got a whole basket of them inside, actually. Look at that. We've got a capsicum going red as well. That's beautiful. That's good. And oh, by the way, all these, at the end of all these beds, this is all basil. This is all top quality basil that we use in our pestos. We blend up almonds and salt and lemon and basil leaves, and it makes a great pesto, and we can have it with our as a dip with our salads or with our raw biscuits we make in the dehydrator. What else do we have? Oh, this is a spaghetti squash that we have here. This is an amazing plant. Look how big that is. That's amazing. They taste great, spaghetti squash. I love these. By the way, I haven't talked about this yet. We'll go have a look at this, buddy. Anyway, it's good to see you. I hope you're enjoying this video, man. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Look, this is the hothouse we built in the past 4 months. As you can see, it's cost us about $1,500 or a little bit more. And we're now utilising all this space to raise our seedlings in. We got all different types of seedlings in here, all ready to go in the next couple of weeks to be planted in the garden beds. So we always have food all the time, you know. But yeah, basically that's the hothouse, and it's the first hothouse we've built here, but it's pretty good. Me, Arthur, and Fiona, and Hannah all helped out doing this, and my friend Amber. And this is the main area I occupy usually, as you can see. All our compost bins. I collect everything from the garden that doesn't need to be there, like scraps and stuff, all that kind of stuff. All these bins are full of scraps, yeah, as you can see. And I put it into these bins. I mix it up with the sawdust I showed you before, down there, if you remember. And turn it with a coil over a couple of months. And what you'll eventually get is something like this. Good quality soil, and as you can see, there's lots of worms in it. See, it's good to have worms in soil. They really make a difference. So yeah, and we use this for our garden. This stuff, silard, is like gold. This is like food. the plants eat this, and then we eat the plants. That's how it works. But these ones are nearly ready to go. This one, as you can see here, is more of a recent one. As you see, I just did this morning. I got all the fruit and chopped it up in there, and then mixed sawdust with it, so the sawdust can break down with it and absorb all the moisture, and it doesn't leak out the bottom of the bin. But yeah, as I'll cut this video as short as I can so YouTube can upload the motherfucker. As you can see, we've got more capsicums, more rocket growing. These are all our beetroot seedlings. We've had heaps of beetroot planted over here in the garden beds. We've just taken them all out, and red onions. We've had great success with all that. This is probably our best chard bed over here. And all over here in these pots, I'll get up on this chair so you can see. All here is just more tomatoes. It's like a sea of tomatoes pretty much. But unfortunately with these tomatoes we've had such bullshit disease happening, and I'm still trying to treat it, but it's not going so well. But nonetheless, they're still producing tomatoes, as you can see. And we've been eating from them, and it's been alright. We've got another fig tree here, right in the middle of the sea of tomatoes. And there's all the rest of the tomatoes that we have, as you can see, all through here. These are cherry tomatoes, or they may be lemon drop tomatoes. No, they're cherry tomatoes. Lemon drop tomatoes are pretty good. You should try growing some. They produce very high yield. This is another zucchini plant that we have that's been growing. As you can see, all along the fence there we have other cucumbers I've planted. What else? This is pretty much the end of the garden. As you can see, there's all just more pots here with more cucumbers and more zucchinis growing along the fence. And that's our mulberry tree right there. And yeah, this is pretty much the end. Oh, and by the way, we have a lot of comfrey here. Comfrey is a very good plant. You should try growing that. It actually improves the soil quality around the area of where it grows. So we grow this in the garden sometimes, and the leaves have been known to repair bones. If you wrap this around joints or areas where there's swelling or there's soreness, you'll be guaranteed for this plant to produce some kind of healing effect. It's also known a lot that people use this plant, comfrey, I'm sure you know it, silard, to wrap it around broken branches of tomatoes or fruit plants or whatever, and it actually repairs it. Most of the time it does, unless it's really badly broken, but this is a fantastic plant that you can grow. It's very medicinal. It's great medicinal benefits. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just made this to inspire you and show you what is going on and what we can do with a couple of people that are dedicated to, you know, building food forests and living a way of a self-sufficient lifestyle. Our end goal is mainly to eventually get some land and attract more people into the work that we're doing, so we can build a bigger community, and then in that we'll become a lot stronger, and what we're trying to achieve will happen a lot faster, because it's the people that have the power. It's not the government. We need to be the change. They're not going to make any change for us, because their agenda is somewhat different to man desiring freedom, because that's what we all want, right? Freedom. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, bro. Good to see your face. I can't really see your face, I can only see the phone, but that's okay, you can see mine. Take care, brother. See ya.